Okay, we got some reputation and some endorsement. Alright, I think we're kind of recovering right now. What's happening? This is not gonna be good, is it? Oh, he's sending people after me. He's got his own thugs. That's gonna be a war in the street. Welcome back, everybody, to what I believe is episode 20? Is it episode 20? I'm gonna say episode 20. We have some news. God save the Queen. What do you know about the person who introduced himself as Ramel? Everyone deserves to know the truth about their colleagues. Meet me at 10 p.m. in the valley behind the Café Procope. Come alone and you will learn the truth about Ramel's past. It's for your own good. We'll go to the meeting. We'll go. I don't trust that Ramel, to be completely honest. I want to know more about him. Notebook. Counter-revolutionary rumors soon ends. We have very good relationships. We have a good position in the hierarchy. Supply problems end soon, and vendetta just started. Influence down, endorsements down with everyone. Aroused uprising. Okay, that's pretty good. We're not in a bad spot altogether. Not in the best spot, but not in a bad spot either. Let's see what he's accused of, I guess. By the way, the common folk and the revolutionaries want to see the death penalty. The aristocrats and my family want him out. It doesn't really matter. I think this one would be... I think death penalty is slightly better. This is, I think, a zero sum. And this is like -2 or something. Or -3. But I think we can do both. Okay, so let's see what he's accused of. Case file compiled by Bertrand Moreau. Afran Renoir is a 43-year-old baker from northern Parisian suburbs. Renoir has been accused of causing the death of several children from the neighborhood. The defendant and his wife have 2 sons and a daughter. Witnesses claim that he's a man of few words but sympathetic. He would not refuse to sell bread on credit, neither did he ever add a sawdust to flour. During the investigation, his house was searched and no marketplace materials were found. The lawsuits against the baker were filed by 3 women that blame him for the death of their children. In total, 8 minors were found dead. The cause of death was confirmed by Parisian doctors as hunger. A week earlier, those women, together with a small group of neighbors, tried to force the baker to sell them bread, or at least some flour. According to witnesses, there were no more than 15 people standing in front of the bakery. Renoir categorically refused and threatened to call the guard. When the hungry people asked him to increase the production of bread, he refused again. On the next day, the 3 mothers who are now accusing him once again paid him a visit and once more were not able to buy any bread. The investigator, assisted by soldiers, found a large supply of flour in the bakery stores. It is hard to prove whether the death of the children was caused solely by the baker's behavior. The baker testified that he was buying his flour from a peasant in the countryside. However, nobody has ever seen him in Paris. People are gossiping that he's conspiring with the Austrians. Many believe that the Habsburgs are trying to fight the revolution by starving the citizens of Paris. The accused couldn't explain his reasoning for not selling bread and would only say that he didn't have a choice. Okay, evidence a purchase ledger. That is weird. This is weird. Why wouldn't he just sell the bread? But is he really guilty of murder if he doesn't sell bread? Purchase ledger is considered evidence, it just said. Hostile tactics would be counter-revolution? How is that not counter-revolution? Mysterious suppliers. I don't know. Death of children is accusation. Refusing to help is accusation. And counter-revolution. And witness. Hunger in Paris is counter-revolution. And mysterious supply is counter-revolution. Alright, let's talk to him. Murdering traitor, we want our bread. When hungry and desperate people start discussing possible conspiracies, it is better to stay away from their suspicions. The defendant may introduce himself. My name is Alfred Renoir. I'm a baker. Citizen Renoir, are you accused of causing the death of several children? I didn't kill anybody. I would never hurt a child. May not have used a knife, but he's still guilty. Heartless bastard. Is it true that you refused to sell bread to these 3 women? Yes, they came to me asking for bread. Were they trying to get it for free? No, they were pushing money into my hands even more than they were supposed to. And he yelled at us. Did you tell him that you needed it for your children? Yes, and he still refused. Have you no conscience? Asked them politely, yet they wouldn't leave. Why did you refuse? I had no other choice. I want to know his excuse. Like, what is your other choice? Yeah, you had enough bread. How many other clients was that? I have now, but who knows what will happen soon? Will there be another supplier? The true hunger has yet to hit us, and I have a family to support. How long will they be forced to survive on my current supplies alone? We had children too. You were storing it all for your own use? For my family, yes. Is that really a crime? And you are eating every day? Luckily, yes, but I'm not sure how long it will last. Bastard, did you hear him? Pyrrhal sellout. You know that the country is at war. Yes, I'm aware of that. Then why did you refuse to help your fellow citizens? Your actions are your betrayal of this republic, and I can charge you for treason. Monsieur Judge, do you know that I'm also fighting a personal war? What war? One where I'm struggling for the survival of my family. Any other war can wait. I have 3 children and a wife, and I cannot betray them. If we lose, every child will be starving. He sold his soul to the Austrians to give him breadcrumbs to his hole. Actually, I think the case is pretty clear. He didn't sell the bread because he wanted to save it for his own family. There's no Austrian spying or whatnot going on. That's just stupid. They're just saying that. Even if he was a spy and he were to get food somehow that way, why would he not sell? He's still a baker. That's still his business. The question is a baker that isn't selling bread counter-revolution? And is he going? If the baker stops selling food and that's why people starve, is the baker at fault? That's the big question here. I'm an Austrian spy. Citizen. That implies I would rather not insult you, Monsieur le Judge, because the only suitable argument is that whoever made this rubbish up must be an idiot, and I apologize, Monsieur le Judge, if it was you, if it was your idea. Many people are saying that something was amiss. I can't even speak the language. Some simpleton has made up this ridiculous accusation because they can't properly manage their own lives. Why are you calling simpletons, you selfish bastard? They say it was the direct cause of the death. Was my bread the last scrap of food in Paris? If they wanted to feed their children, they should have tried harder. He tries to blame those women. A treacherous Austrian spy dares to call me a bad mother. Are you suggesting this tragedy was due to the negligence of the parents? I am father of my own children, not of every child in their neighborhood. Your attitude shows that you do not understand the revolutionary ideal of brotherhood. Freedom, equality, brotherhood, and a sharp blade to decapitate the bastards. How is your flour delivered? I collect it myself every Saturday. They regularly travel out of town. Does anyone else see you go? No, why? Because of the suspicions about you being a spy and conspirator. Why would it be strange that a baker travels to the countryside once a week to collect flour? Why would it be strange that someone who regularly travels is a recruit as a spy? That's absurd. Let's go on the witness. You're the one who traded with the defendant. Please introduce yourself. Redman is my name. I'm a peasant and a miller. Yes, I traded with him, Monsieur le Judge. Why not? Did I miss something wrong? How long have you been trading? 6 or 7 years now. Did you notice change in the defendant's recent behavior? No, he was kind of like always, though he tried to convince me to trade only with him. What did he say? Was that not a suspicious request? I agreed. Why would I care? He always paid well and was buying enough. I mean, sure, it was odd that he had that much money with him, but that's none of my business, right? Did any of the other clients regularly buy such quantities of flour? It was unusual, yes. I don't know why he needed so much flour, but these are difficult times and he always paid in advance. Other people often asked for deferred payment, but he never has. Well, I never asked for deferred payment. No. The Austrians must have paid the baker well for his information, so he could buy all that flour. That was a strange name for a Frenchman. My father came from Hanover. Is the citizen aware that we are also at war with Hanover? So what, my father is dead and he can't fight with anyone. I was born here. True. Let's call him the witness, I guess. Not that it matters. Please introduce yourself. Arnaud Le Mans. I examined the child. Can you come to a conclusion? They were weakened and gaunt, clearly malnourished. They must have been in that state for some time. What a few loaves of bread from a baker have helped to avert the tragedy. You cannot give a starving person bread on an empty stomach. That usually has a disastrous effect. And no, a little bread would simply postpone their death for a few days. How dare you? Perhaps in those days, the parents would have been able to find more food. Perhaps. What do you think about the Austrian plan to starve all of Paris? That's just ridiculous. One baker? People talk of dozens. In my experience, people often talk nonsense. A large group of uneducated people will always look for a simple answer. Let's assume for a moment that those rumors are indeed true. Would such a conspiracy of bakers lead to the death of a large number of people? I guess it would. Many Parisians eat mostly bread, so the number of deaths would increase. Have you recently noticed an increase in the number of people starving to death? Yes, but I really don't think that it's a result of a blood. There are other reasons too. Food supply shortages and the war and the chaotic caused by the both of them. Good thing we figured it out. It's treason. Okay, he was trying to hoard food for his family. That's why he bought additional food. I don't think he's evil. And there are supply problems, we know that, and obviously there's plenty going on. Can we acquit him? The jury's gonna hate me, and I went against the jury last night, didn't I? No? Didn't I go against the jury? I remember I made everyone hate me. I remember voting badly last time because I didn't believe. But maybe the jury was on my side. I wasn't actually paying attention. I think I ruined this. I think we're going to acquit him. It's again the worst one, but I don't think he's killed these children. This would be the better choice because we're going with the jury. This would be the better choice, but I think I want to let him go. Let's go against the jury. See what happens. Still not a big favor of killing people for nothing. I think I'm just not French Revolution enough. Did he confess? Yes? I mean, he confessed to not selling the bread. He didn't confess to murder it. Was his act counter-revolutionary? They would say it was. I would say no. I'm gonna go with no. Was found during the investigation of the defendant's house. A supply of flour. Why did the defendant not share his supplies? He kept them for his family. They will want to hear yes, but I'm going to say no, because the question was his act counter-revolutionary in nature is just not true. It wasn't counter-revolutionary. The man has not committed any crime. Please release him. Objection! I demand that the defendant be punished. Your children don't know hunger, do they, Judge? The judge surely conspires with the Austrians. We want a different judge. Doesn't matter what we have to say. Everyone hates my guts for this decision. Yeah. I'm going to regret this, ain't I? I'm going to regret this, but I don't think he was a bad guy. Get ready for the show. It's not my first time, Rommel. Remember, the people must turn against him. Gobal is not your average second-rate politician. Trust me, I can handle it. Very well, let's go.
When will we finally get rid of those holy hypocrites? Tell us, Monsieur le Juge! When will Tinville drive them into a corner?
Let's reveal this. I really want... Bullhead, we need aggression. I know how angry you are. It is their fault. We need to be careful here. They have lived off your hard work for so many years, and they still do. Attached, we needed careless, right? We found that out like last episode. And oversensitive, we needed manipulation. Really, this is just a strong argument. This has changed now. This apparently, okay, so it's not set in stone. But we'll go aggression, careless, manipulation. I think that works.
Be angry. Be ruthless. If someone's head needs to be impaled, do it. It is your city, your country.
Oh.
Do you really need the people who refuse to defend your faith and instead just disgust you? If Gobel was really worried about you, he would have been satisfied with just preaching. But he would rather see rebellions and a return to the old way of things. Are you really going to let the truth about the Archbishop's illegitimate child disappear under the pile of sermons about a virtuous life? Will you let the clergy support civil wars instead of the faithful? Rise!
Okay, we got some reputation and some endorsement. I think we're kind of recovering right now. What's happening? This is not going to be good, is it? Oh, he's sending people after me. He's got his own thugs. That's going to be a war in the street. Alright, fanaticism. The enemy militia is fighting harder. During battles, you may encounter additional conditions that affect your troops and the speed at which civilians escape. Again, we've only had one fight and we've lost that. So that's those that dare raise against the church, and not against the church, but its greedy priests, the ones who are dragging France underwater. There's no difference. We will not let this stand. Should have put your head on spikes long ago. They have more attack strength. So how about we do... Frontline assault is probably bad because of... We should probably... They have more infantry than us, right? And they fight harder. Fanaticism. I'm gonna assume that defense is the best way to go here. Like, we are stronger in the ranged, and they, yeah, that's why they're frontline assaulting, because they have more... Right, so we'll try to keep our frontline alive as long as possible, basically. So that isn't really working. Our infantry is falling like rabbits. Let's try that again. Defense versus defense. Let's hope our frontline somehow survives this. Taking out the musketeers. I think we can win if we still have a frontline after this turn. We can probably win because now they, yeah, see, now they still attack our frontline. So now we can shoot, they will kill our infantry, and then we can shoot again, and then it could be a victory. I'm really not sure, because they are strengthened, but I think it will be fine. We might as well do a frontline assault. Frontline assault. They will kill him no matter what, but they can't kill our backline no matter what. So we might as well just do this, right? I'm a bit scared here. I think we can do this, but I'm not entirely certain. We're gonna keep frontline assaulting. We just need damage at this point. Because they will kill us anyway. Okay, we won the battle! I think. Alright, we won! Yay! On the second try. The street is almost empty, with only a drunkard or an amused student to be seen as you arrive at the market meeting place. You call out, but no one answers. Too focused on looking around for whoever sent the note, you stumble over something on the ground. Under your feet lies the body of a man, his throat cut. It is likely you are looking at your would-be informant. Search the body and fail to find anything that might explain the situation, then hurry to leave, looking over your shoulder as you go. I don't know why this is important, but they figured this is important to include in this. I guess our informant is dead. That's somewhat of an issue. But I don't think it would be better if we wouldn't have come. I mean, maybe if we get framed for the murder. Let's go home. I don't think I want to go to the gambling then. Okay, my entire family loves me. We might as well just construct the statue, right? There's not really a reason why. I don't really need something to do for them. I don't think I need to work on tomorrow's trial because I don't know what the trial is. So I'm just going to work on the statue. I don't think there's a reason not to. Just so eventually we'll finish it. I mean, the construction is going well anyway since we own Paris, but nice. We've one here. We've one here. We've one here. Yay! Though they might all be hurting now. And they are putting him in jail or whatever it is. Support the construction of the statue. That is nice. Can we free him? I know we need to free him. Commence persuasion. Exit. Oh, I cannot afford to free him this way. So we will try to persuade them. Really oversensitive. We will go manipulation. Manipulation. And attached last time was careless. For some reason. We'll try again. See, that actually works. Manipulation. I don't need to read these out. We've kind of heard that, and it's all standard stuff anyway. Careless. And we got him. And I think we almost lynched our brother. It is good that you came along. We'd already sharpened our pike for his head. We're glad to have you on our side. Go in good health. Awesome. We have freed him. So he can probably reduce further. I don't know. Our bruiser is blocked because he is fighting. So you can actually take this over. Increase the influence. He's taking over this section, so this will be our section. I think I want to throw him in here as well. Just have it be 2v1. Have them die. If we only have 2, so we can't really do anything here except for spend some time with our family, which we don't really need to. So I think we just intrigue. Let's not forget the intrigue. I'm sorry. This was a success. We need to do something here. Jean Bertin announced in front of Notre Dame Cathedral that he is Archbishop Gobble's illegitimate son. He cried about his mother dying in a shelter. The young man quickly gathered a group of supporters who consider Gobble a symbol of much hated clergy. What an interesting man. Bertin's performance created far more commotion than we ever could have. I will try to invite him for a meeting to confirm that he is who he claims to be. Even with the support of the people, we will not be able to attack a constitutional priest without the aid of the only authority Gobble answers to. We must make sure that the members of the convention turn their backs on the clergy, or Gobble will be immune. The church has survived the anger of the faithful for centuries. It only responds to the warning of the authority. Let's perform an action. We need to convince all of them. Oh, 3 conventions. Convincing is not that much fun that I think I want to keep doing this. The trouble with Gobble, it all happened so suddenly. People will find it suspicious if we do not make a move. But they think that we're on the side of liars and traitors. That's right. Sure, let's... manipulation, careless manipulation. Perfect. I'm just going to click through this. This will be a long time because we need to convince 3 people. And I'm sure it's not that important. I'm sorry if I'm being too hasty for you, but this will just take forever if I don't do this. Careless manipulation, and for the first, we don't know what it is. The situation is becoming too difficult to control. Let's go with aggression. Ooh, it's terrible. So let's not go with aggression, instead let's go with careless. Okay, that was terrible. That was okay, and this is bad. We have not made it. God damn it. Let's try to convince him. Let's reveal it. So we have careless, aggression, and manipulation. Okay. Careless, aggression, manipulation. Okay. We've got our 2 allies. Yay, we managed. And so we're waiting for this, and then we might already have made. Actually, we already have enough successes. I'm pretty sure that the overall thing already worked. We did lose our influence points though, so we need to end the day. Egalite day 5. Today we only have several minor cases to deal with. Shall we do this at the end of... No, let's do it at the beginning of the next episode. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I had a blast. I hope so did you. And I will see you on the next episode, everybody. Bye bye.